Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's tour review is going to be a new Milwaukee Packout accessory, but these are actually from Milwaukee. So before, we've always had to go to Etsy or know somebody that does 3D printing or 3D print ourselves for a lot of the accessories that we've wanted to put on the side of our Packouts. Well, Milwaukee has decided they wanted to make that money instead, so they've started coming out with their own. I picked up one of them in particular. This is the 4822-8602 toolbox caddy attachment. I talked about getting this in my new truck, build out that I did in the back. This was something that I was waiting for. This isn't the only one they have. They also have one that, you could put a slim organizer in, kind of like a Joey Jr. They've got one that holds M18 batteries, one that holds M12 batteries. They've got one with hooks. I think they've also got a shelf. I don't know what else they're going to come out with. This was the one that I wanted to try out, see how well I like it, see how well I like the system of it, to decide if I wanted to order more or anything like that. So in the box, these are actually pretty nice. They've got some really nice features. And again, with this one being $35, that's not that bad of a price to me for what you're getting with this, because if you just buy a rail like this off Etsy, it's going to cost you pretty much that same amount with shipping and those kind of things. Of course, you are helping an individual and not a big conglomerate like Milwaukee if you like to do that. But the build quality on it seems to be pretty nice. It's got this metal plate right here. I'll show you some of the uses that you could do for that. And then all of them come with a set of these right here. And this is really, really nice in my opinion from Milwaukee. It's basically a clamshell operation that's going to go around your rail. I'll show you the install of this in just a minute. And then they give you the bolts and the Allen key right here. You're going to run that bolt through there, tighten that up. That's going to hook it onto your rails. And the nicest thing about this to me is because you can put these on your Packout. They also sell these individually for like 16 bucks. Or if you bought two different ones, you could have an extra, because one of these comes with all of them. They snap into it like this. So if you've got this on your rail, they just snap in like this, and that holds it in place. And then you can also go back, push this in, and release those. So if I had a set of these in my truck, like I'm going to show you in a minute, but I also put a set of these on my rolling toolbox, I could take this in and out of my truck, unsnap it from something, put it on my rolling toolbox, take it into the job. So for example, if I had like an M18 battery holder one, I could take it out of my truck off of a Packout, put it on the one that I'm carrying into the job if I'm going to use those batteries, and this would just stay on both places, and I wouldn't have to actually unmount and mount something every single time. So it's kind of nice that it does that. So this in particular one, again, has this metal bar right here. That's super nice if you want to hold a tape measure. I know that's a DeWalt tape measure on a Milwaukee Caddy, so that might be sacrilegious, but you could use it for that. Also, if you want to use a belt clip on like an M12 drill, M18, whatever you want to, you can slide that on there as well, hold that on there. Or you could even use something like your Spider tool holster if you carry anything like that. Leave that on there, use your drill pin and slide that in like that and use it that way as well. Another nice thing about this one in particular is this is also like a metal that is magnetic. So if you have a light or something like that, you can stick that on there, hang that from there as well. And then ultimately what I'm primarily going to use mine for is to hang things like pouches on it. So I can take and slide like my Vito pouches on there, have it hanging on the side of my truck. Again, you'll see that in just a minute as I go to do the install. So that bar is basically the main reason why I wanted this. I needed another bar in my truck, but also this one comes with these caddies. So you got 4 slots, but the dividers in here, these black pieces, also slide in and out. They're a little bit tough to get out. So you could have a big space, a smaller space, or one huge space if you wanted to take all the dividers out. Again, it's kind of customizable, and you could stick a number of things in there as well. If you wanted to use hand tools, I would suggest probably only pliers. These are fairly short screwdrivers as far as the length, and for the most part, those are going to kind of be a little bit too tall in my opinion. I mean, you can put them in there. That would work just fine. But I'm going to put stuff in this that are my normal day-to-day grabs. So like a pencil. So if I got a bunch of picas or anything like that, throw them in one. Probably my laser distance measure, some ink Zols, just stuff that whenever I get out of my truck, I want to grab, put in my pocket, those kinds of things like that. So again, for the price, I feel like it's pretty good, and the installation is going to be super easy. Let me go ahead and show that to you now. So it's starting to rain on me a little bit. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. I went ahead and put this one on just so I wouldn't be blocking the view. But again, basically you have this clamshell. You take it, wrap it right around your rail, take the bolt, get that started. They provide you with this Allen key. What I'm going to do once I get that started is go ahead and snap my caddy into place. That way I know I've got the height kind of adjusted right. Again, it just snaps in like that. Get it kind of leveled out. And then tighten up the 2 screws. Again, there's another one back here. I went ahead and tightened that so I wouldn't be blocking. Once you get it tight, this thing will not move. So it does tighten up fairly well as far as your adjustment on it. And then again, if I wanted to go from here, take it out of my truck, put it on a rolling box, if I had an extra set of these, all I would have to do, lift it up like that, take it off, take this to my rolling box, snap it in, bring it back to the truck, snap it back in like that. And again, you can hold all sorts of things, whether it's pencils, ink saws, clip your tape measure on, put you a light that has a magnet on there as well. Maybe you want to use it to hold you a impact drill like that. And then again, how I'm going to probably end up using it more so than anything is possibly holding some extra pouches and things like that. But yeah, guys, there's the Milwaukee Toolbox Caddy for Milwaukee Packout. Again, they have several other different accessories. I wanted this one in particular for this rail, but I do think it's nice to have all these caddy pieces. And the fact that it's only $35, again, is that maybe a little bit expensive? Probably, but in all honesty, in comparison to some of the other stuff I've seen, this is not too bad, in my opinion. For you to be able to have that quick removal, a bar that's also magnetic, that's kind of nice, and then to have those caddy attachments to be able to throw stuff in there. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm curious to see what else they come out with. I don't know that I really need any of the other attachments, but I am curious to see where this is going to go. But let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Also, if you have any of these or any of the other attachments, throw those in the comments below, and what do you use them for? So like the hooks and stuff like that. If you bought some of those, what are you hanging off of them? Because maybe I'm not seeing something that I could be a pretty useful situation for me. So let me know that in the comments below as well. But as always, I hope this video was useful, helpful in some way. You guys stay safe, have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next video.